more ways that you can take title to a property, right? There's tenants in common, tenants by entirety. What are some of the other ways?
Boy, you're going to put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I mean, there are different kinds of. I've had people use real estate investment trusts.
Yep, trusts.
And to own. That's actually a common one. I even see people with LLCs, and which is an interesting subject in its own right. If you invest into real estate and you own it in your personal name, then you're going to have insurance, particularly if it's in, a commercial or a residential real estate. You're going to have insurance, but the truth of the matter is, anyone that's dealt with insurance, as I do, insurance companies are in the business to keep money, not to pay you, and they like to find reasons not to pay you, right? So if the judgment comes through to you, you own it. Now your personal assets are at risk. But forming it in an LLC or owning it in an LLC, that if it goes through your insurance is something that you're not liable for, it protects your personally because only the LLC is liable instead of you personally.
Now, is that something, I know as a business, like we renovate houses, right? We buy or rentals. We buy them, we put them in an LLC for that purpose. Have you ever seen that happen for estate planning purposes where people have put it in an LLC or usually trusts?
Usually it's trust. But big thing with the LLC is anytime you acquire a property, you pay in Pennsylvania anyway. You pay, I think, with other states as well, but you pay a transfer tax. In Pennsylvania, it's 2%. Customarily, the seller pays 1%, and the buyer pays 1%. In certain cities like Philadelphia and where I'm at right now in Reading, Pennsylvania, they pay 5% transfer taxes. When you initially buy it, you buy it in an LLC. You create the LLC and you buy it. It's normal, but if you buy it in your own name and then try to put it in an LLC later, you have to pay transfer taxes again. Right. So it's a good idea to have this ahead of time.
Can it go vice versa, LLC to private name without paying transfer? You still have to pay the transfer tax?
Right. Anytime if an LLC sells its assets, and this real estate is the majority of its assets, it has to report the sale to the Department of Revenue. And there's a transfer. LLC is its own person, so to speak. So when they transfer it to an individual, it still pays transfer taxes, and because of the reporting requirement, the Department of Revenue will know.
Got it.
Now, one of the things you had asked about was in wills, and typically in a will or estate planning, when you give to someone in a will, it's once it's distributed to its heirs, you can't control the asset. For some people, they want to control the asset. They want to know that you'll live in a certain years, or that you won't turn into commercial property, or whatever. There could be any kind of reasons that you might want to control it. And the customary way of doing that is the easiest way is to put it into a trust. So instead of giving it to the individual, you give it to a trust, and then the trust owns it and does it for the benefit. But then you set the terms when you're doing the will to make the rules for whoever owns it and what they can have.